In this video, I'll show you how to make a wonderful item using some scraps and other pieces of old wood like these. So you don't miss any details, don't skip the video and watch until the end. Hello, I'm Allison. Welcome to another video from the Wood Art channel. New videos are posted here weekly, always with content about creative woodworking. If you enjoy this type of content, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next posts. The wood that will be used in this project is all pine. Here we have some pieces that are leftovers from other projects. This one was taken from a pallet. Here on the table saw, I'll cut all the parts on both sides so they are clean and straight. In the end, they'll be 24.5 centimeters wide. Here on the miter saw, I'll leave these two parts exactly 38 centimeters long. It's perfectly squared. These two I'll cut to 26 centimeters long. Next, I'll run everything through the planer. These four will be 20 millimeters thick, and this one 25. From this wood, I'll cut one piece 19.5 centimeters long and two others 20 centimeters long. The two pieces at 20 centimeters will be cut at a 15-degree angle on the ends. I'll also cut from both sides, removing just a few millimeters for cleaning. In the end, they'll be 10 centimeters wide. I'll add to the project another piece 19.5 centimeters long. There will be two of these. They'll be cut at a 15-degree angle on one side and straight on the other. In the end, they'll be 75 millimeters wide. On the miter saw, I'll cut these two parts in half. I marked using the square. Here it's set at 2.5 centimeters. This part is 3 millimeters longer, corresponding to the saw blade that will make the cut. I'll do the same with this other piece too. With everything properly cut, in the next step I'll use this wood filler and cover the nail marks and some defects in the wood. The filler will be applied using a metal spatula. Well, it's been a while, the filler has dried. Now I'll sand everything using the orbital sander with 120 grit sandpaper. Next step, I'll make some markings and drillings for the assembly of the item. I've already set the square at 25 millimeters or 2.5 centimeters, and I'll mark on the corners about 4 centimeters from the edge. The marking will be done on all 4 corners, on the 2 pieces. Now I'll change to 40 millimeters or 4 centimeters and mark in the opposite direction on all of them as well. On one piece, I'll make 4 more marks. I'll flip it, set the square at 55 millimeters or 5.5 centimeters and mark like this. On all 4 corners as well. I'll change to 12 millimeters and mark in the opposite direction on all 4 points. I'll set aside these 2 parts for now and make the markings on these 2. They're 19.5 centimeters long. The marking will be done on the narrower side. I set the square at the 97 millimeter mark, which is half of its width. I'll change to 1 centimeter and mark in the opposite direction on both. I'll change to 2.5 centimeters and mark at both ends on the other side of where the mark was made. The opposite direction will be marked with 2 centimeters. I'll set them aside for now, and now I'll mark on these ones that are 20 centimeters long. I set 15 millimeters on the square, and we'll mark like this. On both sides, I change to 12 millimeters and will mark in the opposite direction. Like this. I will repeat the same markings on these 3 pieces that are the same size. In these parts, we must pay attention to the side to be marked. 2 pieces are positioned opposite to the other 2. Positioning like this, there's no mistake, just mark from the top. Pairs can also be formed by marking one on one side and the other in the opposite direction. The drillings will be done using the hand drill and this 3 millimeter drill bit. The countersink measures 10 millimeters. I'll quickly run the sander to remove any burrs and prevent them from interfering with assembly. In the next step, I'll assemble. I'll start with one of these pieces measuring 38 centimeters and one measuring 26 centimeters. I'll apply glue on this part. I'll place it like this, and this other one will be fixed like this. I'll leave a 15 millimeter gap on the side. I'll fasten it with this screw measuring 40 millimeters by 3.5 millimeters. I'll check the spacing and then tighten the screws. Next will be this other 26 centimeter part. I'll apply glue and it will be fixed like this as well, leaving a 15 millimeter gap. I'll start cleaning off excess glue. The piece is a bit out of square. I'll need to adjust it. I'll place this last part like this and try to square it up. I'll apply glue here and here. Always remembering to adjust the 15 millimeters from the edge. Before screwing, I'll square it up. Both sides are perfect. I'll flip with this part facing up, and now I'll use these 2, which will be placed like this. I'll apply glue. I'll leave this side, cut at a 15-degree angle, facing inward. Here I'll leave space for this other piece to be fitted. On the sides, I'll also leave a 15mm gap. With everything adjusted, I can now fasten it with screws. Now I'll do the same on the other side. Now it's just a matter of fitting the last 4 parts. I've already applied the glue. Now I'll fit them like this, making sure they are well aligned on the outside. With everything in place, I'll screw them down, pressing downward. I'll do the same with the others. I'll also put screws in these points. I'll use these 10mm dowels made from the same pine wood to plug the holes and hide the screws. Just apply a bit of glue on the tip of the dowel. Tap gently with the hammer. Clean off excess glue and cut the dowel flush with a Japanese saw. I'll do the same with the other holes as well. I'll sand again to remove any remaining differences. I've attached this 25mm corner rounding bit to the router, and I'll use it to round all the edges of the item. I'll also do some hand sanding with 220 grit sandpaper. For painting, I'll use wood sealer, and along with it, this special brown tint. I'll dilute it with thinner. Application will be done with this electric SPR. If you want to do great woodworking projects that you can sell and make money, check out the links I've left in the video description and in the first pinned comment. By purchasing through the links, you'll be helping me bring more free content to this channel. Alright guys, here's the finished project. It's a retro-style bedside table. Another great idea to make with reclaimed wood. If you liked it, leave a like and subscribe to the channel to receive more videos like this. Tell me in the comments what you thought of this project. I'll be happy to respond. If you want to help me bring more content like this to the channel, share this video with friends. Thanks for watching. Until the next video.